chanting my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Come on, set! Set!
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Okay,
Ball
ready?
on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Fight, 97, red, cycle, black shot, black ultra.
Young now. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Slide through. Green jack. Ready.
Now Young. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Red, yellow. Eagle blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Zoom black. 6, mega, grill green. White. Cut.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Here's Young. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal.
Ready?
Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Jacobs again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down. Midway.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Able to find Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Look, 52. Striker, 3-3. Dog red. Blue striker.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Right side, Thornton with it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 49-yard line.
Set, ready.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first-quarter grab here. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another 1st down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
Red, cycle. Ready?
To the air again, it's Ritter. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Black shot. Full feet. Black ultra.
Back to throw, Ritter. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Ritter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9.
Trail, yellow. Edo blue. Hut, hut.
Young. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Ritter off the play fake. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Ritter. This pass complete to Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that front.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 1st and 10, Young. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
97. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Ritter back to throw. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Ritter will set up to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. A first down throw for Young. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Go. Green jack. Fight 60. Ready.
Throwing. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Young now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Fourth down, Young. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Green. Fight. White.
Ritter. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Field black. Field yellow. Snap red. Ready.
Ritter from the gun. That is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Cycle. Black shot. Cycle. Cycle.
Ritter now. This is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Higgins goes in motion right. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go, step.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Right, two. Ready.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now he's free at the 35. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown tonight. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready up.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Go red. Red. Yellow. Edo blue. Check.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And that is taken in by Njoku. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Drill 52. 6. Mega. Drill 3. 7.
Back to throw. Ritter completes this one to Thornton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3
right.
at the 9-yard line.
Fight. White. Steel. Black. Fury. Yellow. Cut.
Ritter to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now they're in the hurry-up. Ritter going to change it up. Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 10. Ready.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. St. Brown motioning left.
Claws red.
Third down, Young from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Come on, set.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Blaster, 6. Red, Cypress. Black shot. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Jackson Smith and Jigba, 43 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. McPherson down for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Shot. 17.
First down, New Orleans.
Strike. Check. Strike. Rail. Yellow.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Powering forward. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Third down and 13.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 43 rail. Ready?
Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So maybe not a knockout blow, though. I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Ritter He'll set up to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And the Saints first down.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Ritter. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown. New Orleans. Tyquan Thornton, 76 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Ready, break.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.